My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Slay the Spire, where we're doing the daily challenge for the 23rd of March 2020. Character is the defect, sealed deck, craft a deck of 30 random cards. You've got, from 30 random cards rather. Colorless cards now appear in rewards, and Midas enemies drop 200% more gold, but you can no longer smith at rest sites. Got to keep in mind that I can't smith as I do my picks here. Don't want to pick anything that I need to smith. Okay, so none of these are Mind Blast. That's disheartening. I'm seeing 2 copies of Glacier, and I'm seeing Blizzard here, so I've already got a little bit in the mind, like, ooh, hang on, let's see what's going on with those, maybe. Blizzard does scale very slowly, though, and it needs its upgrade to actually scale well. Sunder is another card that probably, like, desperately needs its upgrade. Claw doesn't need an upgrade, but there's only one of them in here. So my defense is pretty easy, like, take both Glaciers. But what's my offense then? Barrage is pretty good as part of it, obviously. I'll almost always have it maxing out its damage. And if I get any strength over the course of this entire thing, we're going to have a great time with it. Sweeping Beams are obviously fine. Charge Battery is obviously fine. It's just... I don't know, I kind of wanted the deck to be super impactful at the start here. Okay, both Glaciers, Barrage, both Sweeping Beams, 1 Charge Battery. Sunder seems like it's going to be damn near impossible for me to play. So if I play both Glaciers in a cycle, and then the Blizzard afterwards, this is still, what, 8 damage AoE? It takes a long time before it becomes significant, is the problem. I mean, if we are going through the deck multiple times, we could take Streamline. So over the course of the fight, they'll get more effective. The Go for Eyes both lower the average deck cost here, so Go for the Eyes is looking pretty good to me right now, actually. Like, getting both of those. So 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It might be... It's either Streamline, or Sunder. And if it's Sunder, I need to find more damage very, very quickly. I think the big hit's really useful. Maybe we diversify. No, but... No. We want collector's bonuses. That's not the only reason that we're doing what we're doing right now, but... Alright, Sunder. We're doing it. If this... So, we have both of these Go for the Eyes in here, but if we get Snecko-Eye, we're taking Snecko-Eye. Those Sunders are really going to help us against the, looks like 3 elites we're going to be taking on this floor. Okay. Sweeping Beam just in case I draw the Barrage again. Yeah. Another Sweeping Beam. Great. A little bit more offense. Upgrade a card, damn. Really annoying. Well, the Sunders both want to be upgraded as soon as I get the opportunity. It's 8 extra damage, it's huge. Got him. Get Sundered. Alright, and then I'll just couple to my defense. Beautiful. Strength Potion as well as Hello World, Ball Lightning, and Blind. Blind? If I didn't have both of the Go for the Eyes, I think the Blind would be much more interesting for me. I think at the moment, I'm fine taking the Ball Lightning. A little bit extra damage helps me cycle out the Frost Orbs that I'll have at all times. Okay. Cool-Headed Leap Panic Button. Only consideration here would be Cool-Headed. We're still open to becoming an orb-based build at this point. I'll take it, and the reason I'm taking it here is, again, I need to pad out the deck so that I can get 50 cards, so that I can get Encyclopedian, so that it reduces the cost of having a bunch of curses in my deck by diluting them out so that I can get the curses modifier and so that I can start aiming for collector's bonuses on multiple different things. Like, when I say I'm taking this to pad out the deck, there are reasons to pad out the deck, like score-based reasons. Take the curse. We also got the Nunchaku. Every time we play 10 attacks, gain 1 energy. Do that and that. I'm just incrementing the Nunchaku, that is all I'm doing. I'll probably only really wake up this enemy with a... yeah... with an upgraded Sunder. It's actually probably like a really good hand to wake them up on as well. Thunk! The eyes and a Glacier. Great defense. Go for a Ball Lightning as well. We know we have a Glacier in the next hand because we didn't have both in that hand. Go for the eyes, Glacier, and a Barrage. Perfect. Big Sunder. Hey, got the Big Sunder as well. All right, good fight. I want to try and end the fight without using another attack, if possible. It's not okay. I have to attack then. I wanted to not use another attack for the sake of the Nunchaku. Really? A Whetstone. We actually might get the other Sunder upgraded here. I really hope we do. Either of the Barrages would be a good upgrade too. Sweeping Beam and Sunder. Okay. You know what? It could have been worse. That event could have been worse. That's all I'll say. Okay. There's a Sunder and there's a Glacier in there, so we're actually probably going to have a good turn here. Yeah, we are. Beautiful. That enabled me to get 25 extra score there, so using the potion is definitely worth it. Might be statue. Potions always appear in combat rewards. Now it was definitely worth it. Yeah, it's very early. We can pick up a genetic algorithm. It'll have enough time to grow. Miss out on a relic there. Oh well. Yeah, Big Sunder is correct. If I get one next turn, it's probably just correct to throw that out as well. Sweeping Beam. Don't draw Sunder. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna play the genetic algorithm. I'm killing with a Sunder next turn anyway, and I just want to increase the scaling of the genetic algorithm there. Tiny chest. Every 4th question mark room is a treasure. Jack of all trades, Panacea or Dark Shackles. Probably Dark Shackles there, I think. Just for the defensive factor. I want to go to both of these shops, actually. As well as both of those question marks, obviously. Gold-plated cable, your rightmost orb triggers its passive an additional time, and there's also Clockwork Souvenir, starting to combat with 1 artifact. Starting to combat with 1 artifact is really strong as the defect, if you pick up Biased Cognition especially. I'd be happy to give up Pauper just to get Biased Cognition, probably. Trip is actually really interesting as this character as well. Trip being vulnerability for a character that already has a lot of difficulty giving vulnerability. Like, I don't actually want to put a Beam Cell in my deck, but a Trip. Baby. It starts with an extra turn of vulnerability, but then you upgrade the Trip and it gets AoE, and AoE is pretty good. Gold-plated cable is like 3 extra damage or 2 extra block most of our turns. That's not really worth it for us, is it? Huh. I mean, I guess if I was doing Dark Orbs or Plasma Orbs, it'd be significant. Maybe I go for Clockwork Souvenir Trip. Interesting. I'm going to take both of those and I'm going to pass on the rest, leaving me some money for the next shop. Colorless Potion. Choose 1 of 3 random colorless cards to add to your hand. Card 0 this turn. Another cool-headed? Yep. Sorry about the delay. Had to sneeze. I kind of like all of these potions right now. I don't know if I want a colorless potion more than any of them. Take the second curse. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Bag of marbles for vulnerability on all enemies on turn 1, and then draw 2 additional cards on turn 1. Perfect. Very, very happy that I held my money beforehand. At least you go for the eyes, go for the eyes. Gives us the energy to play Barrage. Barrage. Dark Shackles, is that ever going to be good in this fight? Probably not. It's a card between me and my Trips and Sunders, and Trips and Sunders are basically the only part of this combat that matters. Okay. This represents, what? 15 damage? 8 from the Evoked Lightning and 7 from itself. So 15 and 3 is 18. 18 off of the total that the enemy has right now is 750. No, 75. That's good. We'll Ball Lightning, Genetic Algorithm, Charge, and then we're looking for Trip and Sunder in this turn. That's okay. We can use Sweeping Beam to draw. Trip. Dang it. Okay, now I just hope I draw Sunder really quickly. Really? It's really gonna be like that, huh? I mean, you're dead, so well done dodging my... well done dodging my... Oh my god, Apotheosis, obviously. Like, yes, we're giving up on Pauper's bonus at this point. Apotheosis is way too good in a deck that has no ability to actually upgrade its cards outside of relics and, I guess, events. Playing 6 cards in a turn, is that common for us? Not super common. We do have a couple 2 costs in there, but we don't actually have that many. I think we can take the Velvet Choker and not really have too many problems. We're not going very heavily 0 cost after this. And with the dilution of our deck that's enforced by... with the dilution of our deck that's enforced by those curses in there, we're probably not going to really have the ability to play more than 6 cards in a turn commonly. Okay. So I want as many question marks as possible, obviously. I want as many elites as possible, probably. 3. So there's 3 question marks on either side. I don't really care about rests at all because I can't upgrade at them. There's literally, like, there's nothing I can do at them. So I think I'm going out this way. Go for the eyes. Give him a Dark Shackle too. Sunder. Beam Lightning. Beautiful. Ball Lightning, sorry, not Beam Lightning. Love to see the Genetic Algorithm get drawn and played. Unfortunately, it will result in me taking a little bit of damage to my own regret there, but it's okay. I have no feelings about that. The negative as a result of my actions. I don't know. Ooh, definitely takes some max HP though. Defrag pre-upgraded. Yes. Yes, thank you. Take a reinforce. Defrag pre-upgraded. I'd take the reinforced body if you give that to me again in the later one. I mean, Sunder's almost enough to kill a target by its set. Go for the eyes, Sunder. That'll kill. And give me the energy back, so I can now Apotheosis. Sweet. Then defrag and barrage. Even on that turn, which is probably the nuttiest, like, most cards played turn that I am gonna have in a really long time, even on that turn, we barely got the Velvet Choker to register any of it. At the very end, it was like, okay, maybe slow down now. Okay, I need to get back to and make sure that I play my Genetic Algorithm before the fight is out, but other than that, all's well. So I've got this final target here, like, left this one because, yay, it's going to be the easiest to kill. Dex Potion, great. Double Energy, Compile Driver, Impatience. have a few attacks that I don't necessarily play every time that I draw them, so Impatience isn't like 0 cost for our deck. Compile Driver draws a card the majority of the time because I don't really have anything that's not Frost in my deck except for the Cracked Orb, which is in my deck. It's just one of my relics. Double Energy. Double Energy is something that's more likely to make us have some problems with Velvet Choker. I'm actually leaning towards taking nothing here, but I might take the Compile Driver literally just for another card. Okay. Ooh, love a good defrag. I might not be able to play defrag this turn. Ugh. I was really hoping for some defense there. I swear I put some... Oh, look, here's all my defense. I knew I put some in the deck. It's cool-headed, and then this draws 2 cards for us. Ball Lightning, and then Genetic. I'll even cool-headed and throw out a Dark Shackles. Again, all of that still left us under the limit of the Velvet Choker. We're fine with it. Okay. In 2 spaces time, we actually get a treasure from that. Lovely to see. Compile. Sweeping, and then Sun to the front liner, Sun to the back liner. Chain him. Fire Potion is interesting. I don't think it's my thing. Take another Compile Driver here. Collector's bonus consideration. I'm going to drop the dex for the Fire Potion. I think it's more important that I have the ability to insta-kill the elite. Fight, obviously. Ooh, Apotheosis. Ooh, Sunder. A Sunder on turn 1 against a bunch of vulnerable targets is great. Just got him. Let's roll Apotheosis, Genetic, and Defrag. And then basically they shouldn't really be able to do anything to us. Yep. Again, most cards I could really play in a turn, and it still didn't trigger the Velvet Choker. Or rather, it exactly triggered the Velvet Choker, but it didn't prevent us from playing any cards. Red Mask, at the start of each combat, apply 1 weak to all of your enemies. A Dark Shackles appears again. That is very good against all of the elites on this floor. Strawberry, ugh, raising max HP by 7. Really unfortunate trigger for the tiny chest there to give me Strawberry. Sunder is so much damage right now, but can I afford to not set up Glacier? I think I can. Defrag Sunder and Dark Shackles this turn. I think that one's pretty easy. Come on, Glacier. Yeah, this is where it becomes a problem. I need draw. I need Glacier. Oof. Fine. I'm going to use the Fire Potion to blow up the enemy. Saves my 25 that turn. War Paint upon pickup. Upgrade to random skills. How many of these skills do I care about? Boot Sequence, maybe. Okay. Dark Shackles and Trip got upgraded? Hell yeah! Good targets right there. Ooh, Frozen Egg. Whenever you add a power card to your deck, upgrade it. Then we can take an upgraded defrag immediately. I love an immediate upgraded defrag. Pen is also pretty big. Every 10th attack you play deals double damage. We have obviously a couple Sunders in the deck that really benefit from that. I'll take that. I'll take the Compile Driver, and I'll take the Go for the Eyes. In doing all of that, yeah, I'm fine with the Focus Potions for now. I'll keep the energy potion rather than these. I'm just keeping the money. It's just the speed potion and flex potion both say, you know, gain 5 strength, nothing, and then gain 5 dex, nothing, because of the clockwork souvenir. So I took the others for the getting closer to the collector's bonus. I might even at the very end of the game, depending on how powerful we are, remove Apotheosis from the deck, getting us back our Pauper's bonus. Okay. Compile's good here. Defrag is obviously great. Go for another compile. Go for the eyes, go for the eyes. I just want to get as many points of the plated armor off the enemy here as possible. There we go. We finally got choked. We got prevented from playing 1 card that turn. Need I say, though, if we didn't have the Velvet Choker, we would have been prevented from playing an extra card every turn so far. That's not a fair comparison, actually. We need to compare it against the... Ooh, hang on. No, we don't play the Apotheosis here. We don't need it. That's fair, though. It's not a fair comparison. Like, we need to compare it against the other relics that we actually had access to at the time. It's just keeping my perfects matters so much more. So, Runic Dome, keeping my perfects matters so much more for my score, obviously. Runic Dome makes it difficult to do that in some boss fights, unless you have the ability to just blow up the enemy, which is the sound that blowing up makes, apparently, in my mind. When a suction cup comes off the wall, that goes... But explosions are... as well as the Philosopher's Stone giving all of our enemies +1 strength can be really, really dangerous in the Donu Decker fight, obviously the birds fight, but it can mean that you just take a bit of damage. Power Potion's neat here. Consume! Interesting. Gain 3 focus, lose 1 orb slot. If I had any access to orb slots, this is one of my this is one of my least favorite things about the defect, is how rare it is to get orb slots. Yes, there's an orb potion now, the potion of capacity. That's helping a little. But it's still, you still need like another card to get you orb slots in this game. One uncommon power, 1 shop relic, and one potion is not enough. Oh, and 1 boss relic, obviously, the inserter as well. Sorry about that. Missed that. Consume. I don't think I can take consume. I think it's cool-headed just for the collectors. Ugh. No, power potion over the one there as well for the boss fight. This is actually really good, by the way. The White Beast statue and the Clockwork Souvenir, having both at the same time, means that in the final fights, I'm going to have the ability, oftentimes at least, to curate getting a speed potion or a flex potion in my hand, and then I can use those at the start of a boss fight for 5 dex or 5 speed. 5 dex or 5 speed, sorry, 5 dex or 5 strength. Ceramic Fish, whenever you had a card to your deck, gain 9 gold. Kinda wish I had that a lot earlier, but it's fine. Better late than never. Better late than never, buddy. So, below of that backline. We only have 3 more cards left here, actually. Sunder turns are occasionally a little bit problematic for us, clearly. 1, 2, 3. Hey! Trip, sweep, sunder. Compile driver, sure. Let's go genetic algorithm. I'm gonna try and wait and let the pen nib be at the start of my next combat. Yeah, so next turn I can play a cool-headed for the win. Glacier will do it. Bronze scales at the start of each combat gain 3 thorns. Another pre-upgraded to fragment. Wow. Is it my birthday? If it is, you have to tell me. None of these are really good with the double damage, that is. Alright, let's get Apotheosis. You know what? None of them are good with the double damage? Fine. I'll wait for the double damage. Double Sunder on that frontliner? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'm gonna do that. Really? This is how you treat me? Okay. Cool-headed first, and it just gets worse. Defrag, genetic algorithm. I'm waiting. Frontline is just gonna die against my thorns. Already down with that. There are 2 giant hits in this deck game. Please let me draw just one of them. I don't even need both. I'm not being greedy and asking for both. Why don't you reward that by just giving me one of them? Wouldn't that be that difficult, huh? Oh, thank you for saving it until the turn that I'm weakened. Dead. Got him. It is remarkable how the game wanted to screw me over on that one. Rude as hell, but I will say remarkable. Well done. Skill potion. New. Cool-headed is a collector's bonus for us right now, so I'll take it. Okay, any of these that I... Compile driver is a collector's bonus for us as well. Any of these that I purchase will give me 9 gold back. Got to keep that in mind while I do all of this. Healing 5 HP. If I was having, like, a rough fight or a rough run, like, if I didn't know if I would win the run, then Toy Ornithopter would be incredible here. But because I know I will win this run, it's not. It's just what my score ultimately ends up being is the thing in doubt here. We started off really powerful, obviously. Lantern, start each combat with additional energy. That's huge because I start each combat with 2 extra cards in my hands as well. I can take Lantern and Lee's Waffle. Lee's Waffle is for a little bit more max HP, and that's so that I can start getting the max HP modifiers. Obviously, Strawberry and Lee's have given me 14 more max HP than this character typically has. I don't think I have anything else. It's, yeah. 1 more max HP upgrade, and then we get a modifier for it. Yeah, have a look at this. We've got a couple collector's bonuses. There's the Compile, Cool-Headed, Defrag's almost up, Go for the Eyes is almost up, Sweeping Beam is almost up. I think that's going really well. The only thing that's going really poorly so far? Curses. We're just not getting that many of them. It's real tragic. Okay, Sweeping Beam first. Because yeah, I think we can set up a real easy kill on the back line using that. I'm going to elect to double weaken the enemy here. Okay. Sunder. Distilled Chaos. Play the top 3 cards of your draw pile. Don't really care about that. Claw Fusion, Cold Snap. Probably Cold Snap out of these. Great. Turn right there. Sunder for the front line. Happy to see it. I'll go for the Compile Driver before I Cold Snap so that I actually have the ability to draw as much as possible. And then 1 more card. And I'll go with Cold Snap. Ooh, nice try. Genetic Algorithm Sunder. Barrage as well as Ball Lightning. Barrage is now 1 away from Collector's Bonus. And also Barrage is just a good card for us. Probably going to use the Power Potion at the start of this, and then based on the results of that, we might go for the Focus Potions as well. Playing the top card of my draw pile. Is that always good for us? It can't screw us up too much. Okay. I think I will go for both focus potions in this fight. Let's cool-headed. Compile driver. Apotheosis. I kind of want to leave my double damage for next turn, so I'm just not really going to cast anything here. In fact, I will cast nothing here. Thanks, I guess. Defrag manually. Sweeping Beams would have been such good cards with that. Oh, well. Oh, that Sunder would have been a great card as well. Game just wanted to play that one instead for me. Good. Thank you for not taking the other Sunder out of the deck there, backliner. Let's go Compile Driver on the backliner and then Sunder to kill you. I'll take the defrag. Go cool-headed. I don't really care if I get that Glacier in this hand, but I do want to do my next cycle of the deck, so I'll kill you now. Defrag trip, definitely. Barrage is also pretty big for us right now. Start with Sweeping Beam, though. Barrage and then Charge Battery. So I guess what I'm hoping for here is one of the Sunders next turn. Mayhem? I wanted to do that. Oh, Mayhem's taking so much of the fun away. And here I thought it wasn't going to be a problem for us. By the way, our next draw is actually going to be real bad. 51, and how much can we block against it? Oh, actually, hang on. Can we kill? Looks like we can kill. Because that's a kill. Sadistic Nature, Core Surge, Rainbow. Rainbow's a little bit interesting in this build. The rest of it doesn't really need to be here. Yeah, Sadistic Nature. I think Sadistic Nature considers both the strength loss and then does it consider the strength gain next turn as a debuff? I thought the Dark Shackles used to double trigger Sadistic Nature. Not that it would be a reason to take it here, obviously. We have like 2 go for the eyes, Sadistic Nature, 1 trip. It's just not happening. It's just interesting. I think I avoid all of the rest of them. Rainbow is a little bit close, but still based on the idea that we might remove Apotheosis next floor, and starting to feel a little bit better about that. I think we're okay. Ooh, retain cards in hand. That's interesting. That'll allow us to retain the Dark Shackles for exactly the right turn to play them, the Glaciers for exactly the right turn to play them, the Sunders for exactly the right turn to play them. It does mean that the injury will chunk up my hand, but regret, because it's at the end of your turn, lose H, because it activates at the end of your turn, rather, it will remove itself from my hand. Cards like Pain won't, though. So if I get Pain, that's a real, like a thing that, like an ailment, but not like implying sickness, like a thing that hurts. Certain there's a name for him. Runic Pyramid. It'll give me my options at exactly the time that I need them. And if I ever get choked, it'll just leave the choked cards for the next turn. Okay, there's a 2 elite path here that looks absolutely incredible with the amount of question marks. The only problem is I really need 3 curses this floor, and that's not always gonna happen. This is also good in that I can never draw past a defrag that I want to cast. Genetic algorithm is always being held for exactly the right turn. Yeah, no, I'm very certain at this point I chose the right one. I'll use the genetic algorithm right before I blow up the enemy. Apotheosis genetic algorithm's a lot better, though. Gets it increased a little bit. Distilled Chaos. Play the top 3 cards of your draw pile. Go for the Eyes as a collector's bonus for us right now. Remove a card from our deck. I don't think I do this. Unless it's Apotheosis. You know what? Yeah. Apotheosis is out. We had it for a while, but we are now really strong. I don't think we need it anymore. Happy Flower. Every 3 turns. Gain an energy. Like it. Love it. Want more of it. Start with Sweeping Beam here. Defrag Glacier. Let's go for the Eyes and Compile Driver. Leave the other go for the Eyes in the hand because I want double damage on something else, like a Sunder. And I got it. I'm gonna go for the Sweeping Beam here. The backliner kills itself by attacking me. Oh, if it survives the lightning, obviously, which it didn't. Got him. And that leaves me with the pendant for the next fight. Strength Potion as well as a charged battery pre-upgraded. I'll take it. Lone Tesseract. I'll look at all of them, obviously, here. Magnetism, Dark Shackles. Probably Dark Shackles, especially if we can get the collector's bonus on it. None of those. Blind is easy to play. I don't think I take Blind. I don't think I'm going to get a collector's bonus on it anymore. I don't think I can get the 50 cards in my deck anymore. I've turned down barely any. That said, I have gone to a lot of question marks that haven't given me card rewards, so it'll happen. I'll take the Strength Potion here. Cool. Because I get a potion at the end of every single fight, so holding them doesn't always make that much sense. Just play a bunch of cards and then let the enemies die. Give me the Sunder. Give me the Sunder. Sunder. Dang it, no Sunder. Gambling Brew at the start of each combat. Gambling Brew. I was trying to read both at the same time. Start of each combat, discard any number of cards and then draw that many cards. Incredible. We're never going to have another... Oh, barrage. We're never going to have another moment of, I want a Sunder in my opening hand, but I didn't manage to get it. Oh, what do I do about this one? Because we will have it. Okay, let's get booted. No, we can say Dark Shackles for another turn. Let's get booted. Go for the eyes, and then Sunder for 104 damage. Unfortunately, that was not 104 damage in a single strike. It was 98 in a single strike. Maybe I should have actually tried to get the Flex Potion off. Hang on. I have another Elite on this floor, so I could be fighting the Giant Head because I want an Overkill modifier. I would love some Overkill. I'm going to Dark Shackles actually as well. Yeah, because Genetic Algorithm is far more useful on a turn like this against the enemy. Which is to say their large single giant hit turn. Right. Toxic Egg, whenever you add a skill card to your deck, upgrade it. Distilled Chaos is probably the one I want the least. Another Barrage, that's unfortunate. I already have... Yeah, I do have my collector's bonus there. Stack. The deck is quite thick. and I can hold stack until the time that it's actually useful. Add a void into your discard pile, though, we probably don't need to care about the cost of that, but at the same rate, this is like, you play this to get energy, and then you play another card afterwards, so it's a little bit harder for us to manage with the Velvet Choker. I think I'll take the stack. Anchor, started combat with 10 block, I like that. Dreamcatcher, whenever you rescue, add a card to your deck, I hate that. At least it gives me something to do in the final space on this map. I only really care about sweeping beams right now. Get swept. Get swept. Go for the Ice Sunder on the back line. Why did I do it like that? I want all the enemies to die around the same time. Why do I want all the enemies to die around the same time? That's a good question. I wish I knew. That was a badly played turn right there. Get him. Flex Potion, no, second Flex Potion isn't that good. Go for the eyes, I think that's a collector's bonus. No, we already have it. Ball Lightning then. It's not Giant Head, this is a problem. We'll keep the genetic algorithm, that's going to be useful. Sunder that target out of existence. Give myself extra energy for the next turn, I guess. That's good. Defrag plus as much defense as I can really generate this turn seems good. Leaves me a sweeping beam with double damage for the next turn when there's another one on the field. Yeah, trip, sweeping beam, kills him. Then Dark Shackles on you prevents you from dealing any damage. I'll take defrag. And we should just be able to Ball Lightning Barrage. I really can't wait until that's double damage. Fine, I'll throw it. Alright. Preserves insects, enemy in the league combat, that's 25% less HP. Rude as hell. Bias Cognition! No! Sweeping Beam is actually a collector's bonus for it right now, though. I'll take the collector's bonus. Yeah, the potions, honestly, whatever the potions result in the boss fight is going to be how we go. We didn't get a final shop here to actually spend our money on. We did get I like relics, at least. The I like shiny thing for having relics, you know. Let's get rid of all of those. We're just looking for the Sunders. Can't get Sunders for the life of me. Snore. No Sunders, I sleep. Whoo, that looks like a Sunder, though. Baby? What's this? Oh, looking like some damage right there. Looking like some more? Go for the Ice Sweeping Beam and defrag. Bounces out for that turn. And, yep. So we also didn't even get any more curses this floor. Although, hopefully, that means that no one else managed to get any curses. Or the curses modifier overall. Alright. Is the second Entropic Brew better? No. These are reliably going to give me a bonus for the entire fight. The Entropic Brew might not. Ball Lightning. There's no way that's my fight. Yeah, it's not. But this could be ball lightning, ball me, or ball me, defrag me. Actually, that's about it. Just ball or defrag me, please. One, two, three. I would have loved, just absolutely adored. Oh, go for the ice. No. Compile driver. No. Nah. I don't think I can take either of those. I would have loved a thing in that fight. Oh god, what was the thing? I forgot its name already. I got distracted by looking at cards. Rest. Oh! No, still? I was hoping we were going to get a final good one there. Leap is still pretty good when pre-upgraded at least. First thing I'm going to do is see if the power potion is going to give me... Oh, never mind. I have to do my cycles through first. Cool. That's fine. I don't like any of it. Magnetism, maybe? It'll give me too many cards in hand. I don't actually really want it. Loop is a lot of extra defense with all the defrags that I have in the deck now, though. Okay. I really wish I had the speed potion being prevented here. Actually, colorless potion. This could give us not panache, panacea. It doesn't, though. It could have, though. I'm just making it clear. It could have if it wanted to, but it decided not to. What a malicious piece of equipment right there. Defend? I've only got 2 more cards I get to play this turn, so I gotta keep that in mind. Let's go with the compile driver. I'd love to play that defragment. I really can't afford to with boot sequence this turn, though. Defrag. I will shackle, trip, compile, defrag, and then probably barrage, I guess. Yep. Stack is getting better every hand I don't play it here, so it's 14 right now. I'm slightly annoyed by the fact that I haven't drawn into a Glacier yet. And I need to just get cards out of my hand right now, so that's why it's so annoying. 1, 2... 3. Fine. There's Glacier, good. We've got Glacier and Sunder. If I use the energy potion, I can play both of those next turn, but I might be weakened here? Hang on, is that a weaken debuff or is that draw debuff? Oh, the enemy's straight up purging here. It was a draw debuff, but the enemy's purging this turn, so like attacking isn't really going to help me here. Keeping Glacier, sorry, keeping a genetic algorithm in hand is pretty good though. So Glacier, cool-headed, charge battery, and leap just to get it out of the hand, I think. I need this space in hand. So I only get to play 3 cards this turn. I'm thinking Sunder, go for the eyes, maybe Glacier. Now I'm thinking probably a sweeping beam instead. Glacier is a large amount of block on the turn that I play it. It's actually, maybe it's the other Sunder. No, the enemy needs to be vulnerable and we need to have Pen Nib and then finish them off with the Sunder to do more than 100 damage to get overkill. That's what I think I'm going to go for. So sweeping beam here. Ow. 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 Trip is all the way through the deck again. It's a concern. I actually don't think I have the ability to go all the way back through the deck again and get it. Yeah, before the enemy has no HP left to actually use. Fine, so just as many attacks as I can launch out this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6. That'll do it. Alright. 1442. Decent. Definitely a decent score. We didn't get overkill. We didn't get encyclopedian, which would have been an extra 25. We got well fed, but we didn't get stuffed. That's fine. I don't know if we would have had the ability to get stuffed. I didn't have under 45 minutes. I was just a little long on that, so that's another 25 that I missed out. So that's identified 50 that I missed out on so far, and then the overkill is another, I think, 25, so 125. I got a lot of collector's bonuses. I don't know if everyone would have got that many. I got exactly enough for mystery machine, which helps make up for the fact that I have not gone to that many rooms and slain that many enemies, which gives you 2 per. Yeah. Went for every elite I had the ability to, championed the vast majority of them, almost missed out on 1. This should be pretty good. I'm saying this should probably be like top 5. Hey! I promise I didn't just memorize the numbers ages ago. That was legitimately just my estimation, and I'm exactly 5th. Couldn't be happier with it. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying. Excuse me, my tongue tripped over itself there. My name has been Rhapsody. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. There's a playlist in the description down below. One thing I will say at this point is actually, I'll say 2 things very quickly. Number 1, also linked in the description, is the Discord. I have a Discord. If you want to hang out and chat about Slay the Spire, or Disco Elysium, or games, or not games, or general things, or even memes, or music, or share creative things, or see dogs. There's a channel that's just called Good Dogs, and people post pictures in it of animals. All animals are considered dogs for the Good Dogs channel. And then the second thing that I will mention is I've been streaming a lot more recently on twitch.tv/RhapsodyPlays. That one's not linked in the description down below. You're gonna have to type that into the browser. That's, yeah, I've been doing that a lot more commonly. I'm doing it every Wednesday at 4 p.m. CDT for 3 hours, doing the Rito and Rap stream, which is kind of like a live stream, live show kind of format. 3 different games over the course of 3 different hours, split evenly, and kind of like banter kind of situation. It's good fun. Come along if you can. And then also outside of that, I've been doing just one-off quarantine streams, I've been calling them, which is effectively just, I'm in quarantine and you might be too. Let's play some video games and hang out. And the easiest way to get notified about those is either in the Discord, which is why I mentioned it first, or on Twitter, twitter.com/RhapsodyPlays. I'm sorry to plug so much at the end of the episode, but I don't do it commonly enough, and sometimes I need to make people know that there are those things if they want those things. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.